All right, so Carol, would you like to say what we're doing today?
So we're gonna go to Pine Mountain. We've done this hike many times. It's a beautiful hike. It's short. It's good for a day like today where we just kind of last minute decided we wanted to do a hike. The views at the top are amazing for very little effort. We're in Alton. It's about just under 2 mile round trip. We brought lunch. We plan to eat at the top.
Yeah. So we're here in the parking lot, which there are some trails off of this particular parking lot out into the woods there, but it's not the good trail with the views. We're going to go across the street. I think they've put this sign up here, so you know. Yeah, it's 3. So that's where we're going now. We're going to go up the road.
So let's do time. Today's Wednesday, January 4th. It's 11:30. It's a little over 40 degrees, probably about 42 degrees. Pretty nice. Good for hiking. No wind. And it looks like the sun might peek out at some point.
All right, so this is the name. It's the Ellen H. and Albert D. Senior what's that say? Morse Preserve. All right, so we have spikes in our bag. We're hoping we don't have to use them. I'm seeing some ice here at the beginning of the trail. Here we go. And we start out pretty. There's nothing. Can't remember what the total elevation is for this hike.
Around 300 feet.
Yeah, around 300. So it's not bad. But you'll shortly into it here. We come to this little kiosk that gives you some information, and you can see the UI here. All right, there's the parking lot across the street. So then Pine Mountain. Actually, the elevation is 1,400 feet, but like we said, I think the gain is around 300 feet.
Yeah.
And you can do a bit of a loop there. We usually do make it a little loop. So we walked up here. We're not very far into this. Just going a minute. You start out in this open area, and then you come up to where it gets to be more woods. But yeah, this is nice and cozy. Cozy little trail right now, very flat. We were just talking about hiking footwear, what we took on this trip. And I've got a pair of, what are these? What's the brand? Ariats, which I just bought at a Tractor Supply one time. And they're surprisingly warm, and they're waterproof. This is my preferred winter shoe. Carol's got a pair of Keens on over there that she...
I haven't had these very long. I got them last year. They're kind of aggressive for this hike, probably, but I haven't worn them many times, so I wanted to try them out again. They got real good tread.
Yeah, nice and warm, right? Good winter.
They're warm. Yeah, they're winter boots. They're waterproof, and they're definitely warm. I would only use them in the winter. Yeah,
I never intended to wear these as a winter hiking boot, but they're incredibly warm. But a little bit of ice coming up, but again, we're gonna be able to walk around it. We don't want to put these spikes on unless we absolutely have to. A little bit of ice over here. So I'm assuming a week ago, this whole ledgy area was probably complete ice. Bushy, overgrown, where you get a bit of a snake path to walk through here. It's still a path. It's a cutoff right here. But in the summer, it's easy to walk right by it. Unless you're really looking for it. This is where I think most of the 300 feet is, from where we hit the split off until we get to the top here. Pretty sure this is just about it. Is it, Carol?
I think so, yeah.
see how short the trees are right there. We did this one. This was our first winter hike ever a couple years ago. And it was so windy up here that I just went running back down into the trees. It was so cold. We're going to be a little socked in, which isn't going to be good for the views that we promised. Yeah, but just take our word for it. If it's a clear day, you're getting a great view of Lake Winnipesaukee, Belknap Range. There's actually a sign over here I'm coming up to that points out what the peaks are that you'll see.
It is 11:59.
And when did we? It was after 11 when we started. 11:34.
When we started.
So it was like 20 minutes. So we're just gonna sit down here. We brought our big pads to sit on today, because my mats, because we knew it was going to be wet. Carol's putting on her puffy coat. I'm sticking with my sweatshirt for now. We're gonna sit down here and enjoy our lunch, even though we're not gonna get to enjoy the view. So, brought hot beverages, but not completely necessary today. You never know when you get up here, but no wind to speak of. So we shall have our beverages and lunch. Okay, so we have had our lunch and we're heading back out. Cool down a little bit up here while we're eating. I'm gonna head back down, so I'll probably be sweating in a minute. But, yeah, so we'll go back the other way and make a little loop out of it. Over here, when we go towards the other side of the trail, is where, if it was the season, it would just be covered with blueberries up here.
Doing some blueberry picking.
Yeah.
Making some bars with it when we get home.
Yeah, we make our little oatmeal bars that we like to take with us hiking sometimes. Oh, I think maybe coming soon will be a hike where we should get a nice view of Mount Washington, if we're correct in thinking that's what this is the hike we saw it on. And it's actually in the Lakes region as well, but I'm pretty sure that was the one that has a really, really good view of Mount Washington. We've been continuing our little walk in the woods, so definitely if you want a less steep, if you want to even call it steep version, this is the way to go. It's probably a little longer, but we have a little stream running down the trail here now. So I think we're probably coming up to the cutoff where the trail split on the way up here. Alright, so we're coming back to the end of the trail here. It is, I think I just looked, it was 12:55. So nice. I think the total mileage for the trail is 1.9 miles and 300 and something feet elevation, so pretty easy. So when we get home, put the video together, I'm gonna pull up a picture of the view from a previous hike so you can see what the view would have been if it wasn't so cloudy.